Sports is a business, so you gotta understand it's not personal, it's more business, and you gotta be able to produce. When you stop producing, then it's like, what are you around for? So you gotta always keep that first and understand that. What's up, it's Shedeur Sanders, and I'm standing on business.
Is Shedeur Sanders already outshining the NFL's biggest stars before his first regular season snap, or is his blockbuster Nike deal just a dazzling mirage masking a rookie's growing pains? Picture this: August 8th, 2025, a rookie quarterback steps onto the field for his NFL preseason debut with the Cleveland Browns, throws 2 touchdowns, and hours later, Nike drops a viral ad that sets the internet ablaze with 5 simple words: only a matter of time. Fans lose it. LeBron James tweets fire, and suddenly a 5th-round pick is the talk of the league, not just for his arm, but for a business empire that's rewriting the rules of athlete stardom. From unverified claims of a $250 million Nike contract to a mysterious prime equity clause that's got teams shook, Sanders is turning heads faster than a 4th and goal scramble. But with a QB3 label, a brutal Rams game, and whispers of a Browns setup, is he a marketing genius destined to break Cleveland's infamous quarterback curse, or a hyped-up prospect whose brand might outrun his cleats? Buckle up, because this story's a whirlwind of dollars, drama, and dreams that's got the NFL world buzzing and Browns fans divided.
What's up? Chillin', man, chillin'.
Let's rewind to that electric moment against the Carolina Panthers, where Sanders, a 5th-round steal at pick 144, showed why the hype train's been chugging since his Colorado days. Going 14 of 23 for 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a crisp 106.8 passer rating, he looked like a veteran, not a rookie thrown in with backups. Add 19 yards scrambling on 4 carries, and you've got a dual-threat spark that had Deion Sanders tweeting, "Yes, Lord," and LeBron James firing off. And I don't want to hear that. It's only preseason's BS. The crowd roared, social media erupted, and Nike seized the moment, dropping an ad featuring Sanders' signature watch pose, flashing his wrist like he's already clocking NFL defenses. The caption, "Only a matter of time," wasn't just a flex, it was a prophecy, amplified by Sanders rocking custom Browns-colored Air DT Max 96 cleats, a nod to his dad's iconic Nike line that sent sneakerheads into a frenzy. Rumors exploded online. A $125 million NIL deal from his college days allegedly doubled to $250 million over 4 years after that game, with Sanders supposedly pocketing 50% of jersey sales, making him the highest-paid rookie in NFL history. But here's the catch. Major outlets like ESPN, NFL.com, and The Athletic haven't confirmed those jaw-dropping figures, suggesting some ex-posts and fan blogs might be inflating the hype. Still, the ad's impact was seismic, turning a single preseason game into a cultural earthquake and cementing Sanders as a marketing juggernaut whose every move demands eyeballs.
Hey, Joe Flacco ain't shit.
Nah, brother.
What's the secret sauce behind this off-field empire? It's a game-changing prime equity clause, credited to Deion Sanders, that's rewriting how athletes cash in. Unlike standard NFL contracts where teams hold the keys to your image rights, demanding approval for every endorsement and taking a cut, this clause hands Sanders full control. He can sign with Nike, launch a barbecue sauce brand, or star in AT&T ads without begging the Browns for permission or splitting profits. GM Andrew Berry called him super marketable, pointing to his HBCU to Colorado journey and Deion's larger-than-life legacy as a perfect storm for brand appeal. Analyst William Roden went further, dubbing Sanders a throwback QB with modern business savvy, comparing his autonomy to Michael Jordan's early endorsement empire. This freedom lets Sanders build wealth while grinding in practice, sidestepping the distractions of team negotiations that bog down most rookies. Critics whisper it might pull focus from his playbook, but Sanders' mantra, "Sports is a business, you gotta produce or what are you around for?" shows he's juggling both with a swagger that screams confidence. Prime equity isn't just a contract perk, it's a blueprint for athletes to own their narrative, and Sanders is wielding it like a quarterback slinging a 50-yard dime.
Sports is a business, so you gotta understand it's not personal, it's more business, and you gotta be able to produce. When you stop producing, then it's like, what are you around for? So you gotta always keep that first and understand that.
His portfolio doesn't stop at Nike. It's a rookie's dream that rivals veteran superstars, though some numbers raise eyebrows. Sanders has inked deals with EA Sports for gaming campaigns, AT&T as a brand ambassador, and Tom Brady's apparel line for collabs that blend football and fashion. He's also launched his own apparel line, complete with streetwear vibes, and a barbecue sauce venture that's got fans joking about tailgate cook-offs. Online chatter claims his Brady deal nets $75 million annually, and his jersey sales hit $15 million before a single NFL snap, but credible sources like Sports Illustrated or Bleacher Report don't back these figures, hinting at fan-driven exaggeration. Still, his ventures span tech, food, and fashion, showing a diversity most fifth-rounders can only dream of. Unlike top picks like Cam Ward or Travis Hunter, tied to team-controlled endorsements, Sanders' prime equity clause lets him stack deals freely, making him a walking billboard in custom cleats. His social media drips with business-first energy. It's not personal, it's business, he posted, echoing a mindset that's turning him into a mogul before he's even QB1. This hustle, paired with his on-field flashes, paints a picture of a rookie who's not just playing the game but rewriting its off-field rules.
I thought he was a solid B prospect, crazy accurate, bad offensive line in college, no run game, and against good teams was always productive without a lot of mistakes.
But the field is where things get messy, and Sanders' preseason journey is a tale of dazzling highs and humbling lows that landed him at QB3. That Panthers debut had fans chanting for a franchise savior, with pinpoint throws and elusive scrambles drawing comparisons to a young Russell Wilson. He owned the moment, saying post-game, "I feel like I put in the work, I belong." But the August 24th finale against the Los Angeles Rams was a brutal wake-up call. 3 of 6 for 14 yards, 5 sacks for -41 yards, netting a grim -27 yards. A fumble, recovered by sheer luck, and a pulled appearance for Tyler Huntley's game-winning drive stung, with Sanders admitting, "You want to be that alpha out there in that final 2-minute drive." An oblique injury kept him out of the Eagles game, stalling his momentum and limiting reps with starters. Despite the setback, he made the Browns' 53-man roster on August 27, 2025, as the third-string quarterback behind Joe Flacco, the locked-in starter, and Dylan Gabriel, who snagged QB2. Coach Kevin Stefanski defended the rotation, stressing team play over individual blame, and praised Sanders' growth. "I'm committed to his development like all our rookies. His raw talent, elite arm strength, mobility shines, but pocket presence and decision-making under pressure need polish, a reality check that keeps him at QB3 for now." The Browns' quarterback strategy is all about stability, not flash, and it's why Sanders' marketability hasn't vaulted him to QB1 yet. Joe Flacco, the 40-year-old Super Bowl vet, is cemented as the starter for the September 7th opener against the Bengals, his experience and system fit trumping youth. Dylan Gabriel, a third-round rookie, earned QB2 with a steadier preseason, higher completion percentage, fewer mistakes, though his 5'11" frame sparks trade speculation. Teams like the Raiders, post Kenny Pickett's trade to Vegas, eye Gabriel as a developmental backup, and a deal could net picks or defensive help, pushing Sanders to QB2. The August 27 signing of Bailey Zappi to the practice squad adds a safety net, not a direct threat to Sanders, as GM Andrew Berry prioritizes depth for a brutal schedule packed with defensive giants like the Ravens and Packers. Online claims that the Browns are pushing Sanders as starter for PR value to boost ticket sales and media buzz, lack backing from ESPN or NFL.com. Stefanski and Berry stress merit, with Berry calling Sanders' 5th-round fall a bonus for his talent and off-field draw. Still, Sanders' fanbase, dubbed ground zero of public interest by analyst William Roden, makes him untouchable for trades, as Mike Florio warns a move could spark a fan revolt that tanked the Browns' image. For now, they see him as a long-term gem, not an immediate savior, balancing his hype against Flacco's proven grit. The fan and media reaction to Sanders' Nike ad and preseason roller coaster is a firestorm that's splitting the internet and fueling wild conspiracies. The Only a Matter of Time ad drew raves, with LeBron's tweet and Dion's yes laud pushing Sanders into the stratosphere. Dawn Staley and other sports icons piled on, with one ex-user calling him the future of the NFL brand. The Panthers game had fans dreaming of QB1, but the Rams debacle flipped the script, sparking theories of a Browns setup. They got him out there with folks who finna be working in warehouses next week. One viral post raged, alleging third-string linemen sabotaged him. Others defended Stefanski, arguing Sanders' sack showed rookie errors, hesitating in the pocket, holding the ball too long, not coaching bias. Analyst Dan Orlovsky praised his generational arm, but urged work on pocket awareness, while Stephen A. Smith called his potential undeniable, even with setbacks. Memes flooded X, from Sanders overseeing stadium digs in Brook Park to fans demanding he start over Flacco. The divide is electric. Supporters see QB3 as temporary fuel for his fire, while skeptics label him overhyped, needing polish to match the buzz. His fanbase's passion, amplified by Deion's legacy, keeps him trending, with every snap dissected like a blockbuster trailer. Rumors of Sanders' community impact add another layer, but they come with a big asterisk. Online chatter claims he aided victims of a Rainbow apartment fire, even skipping a prestigious ESB event to offer direct support, prioritizing people over glamour. Sanders' own words, "It's not personal, it's business," suggest a deeper intent to use his platform for good, and Barry praised him as a great kid who engages positively, but major outlets like ESPN, NFL, Com, or The Athletic don't verify these specific stories, making them feel like hype amplification rather than hard fact. If true, such actions would cement Sanders as a role model, blending his business-first mindset with genuine care, like showing up to cheer up victims rather than just cutting a check. Without concrete evidence, these tales fuel his larger-than-life narrative, but need substantiation to solidify his off-field legacy. Still, his commitment to giving back, even if broad, aligns with his goal to produce in all areas, making him more than just a quarterback. So, is Sanders redefining what it means to be a modern athlete, or is his hype outpacing his game? His Nike deal, even if not $250 million, and prime equity clause set him apart, letting him build an empire while peers like Cam Ward or Travis Hunter navigate team constraints. Compared to legends like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, who built brands after on-field success, Sanders is doing it pre-NFL, leveraging NIL rules and Deion's blueprint. His control over image rights challenges the league's team-dominated model, drawing parallels to Jordan's early endorsement dominance. Critics point to the Rams game as proof he's not QB1 ready, with sacks exposing rookie flaws, but supporters like Orlovsky see a star if he hones his craft. If Sanders climbs to QB2, say via a Gabriel trade or Flacco injury, he could cement this hybrid model, dominating on the field and in boardrooms. The NFL craves charisma, but his success hinges on turning buzz into wins, proving the hype is more than cleat deep. Looking ahead, Sanders' path could shift fast with the Browns' gauntlet of an early schedule, Bengals, Ravens, Packers, where injuries could thrust him into the spotlight. If Gabriel's traded amid size concerns and interest from teams like the Giants, Sanders leaps to QB2, a scenario Rich Eisen calls inevitable for a mid-season takeover if Flacco at 40 shows wear. Zappe's presence is a wild card. He could stabilize if Flacco falters, but Sanders' upside, arm talent, mobility likely wins out long-term. Stefanski's track record with rookies will be tested. Gabriel's trade value could net picks or defensive help, paving Sanders' rise. The Browns' infamous QB curse, 40 starters since '99, looms large, but Sanders' pedigree offers hope to break it. If he shines in spot duty or scout team reps, he silences doubters and forces a depth chart rethink. If he stumbles, Zappe or a 2026 draft pick could muddy his path. This fluid quarterback room screams opportunity, but it's a high-stakes gamble in a win-now season where one bad game could spark calls for change. Zooming out, this saga spotlights NFL trends, the premium on versatile backups in an injury-prone era, the pitfalls of size in a league of towering linemen, and how star pedigrees create untouchable auras. Sanders' journey mirrors Manning's rocky preseason starts, or Mahomes' gradual rise behind Alex Smith, suggesting QB3 is a chapter, not a dead end. Gabriel's buzz echoes undersized success stories like Russell Wilson, but trade talks hint at teams flipping assets for fit. Zappe's signing underscores depth paranoia for a franchise burned by quarterback churn. For the Browns, it's another twist in their endless quarterback drama, with fans and analysts debating Stefanski's vision versus Sanders' star power. His fan base, fueled by Deion's charisma, shields him from trades but demands results. If Sanders delivers, he could redefine the athlete as a business-sports hybrid, blending gridiron grit with mogul-level hustle. As the Browns gear up for kickoff, Sanders' story leaves more questions than answers, hanging like a storm cloud over Cleveland. Is his QB3 role a temporary setback or proof he's not ready for the spotlight? Will Gabriel's trade whispers clear his path to glory or keep him buried behind Flacco's experience? One snap, one deal, or one viral moment could flip it all. His Nike ad and business empire make him a marketing goldmine, but the field will decide if he breaks the Browns' curse or joins its long list of what-ifs. What's your take? Does Sanders' talent brand combo set a new standard for athletes? Or is the hype too big for his game? Hit the comments with your hottest takes, subscribe for more NFL breakdowns, and let's see if Sanders turns this buzz into gridiron legend or if Cleveland's curse claims another victim.